Hey guys, welcome to Are You a Robot? I'm Wade, LordMinion777, and welcome to the game show where we find out if our contestants are robots based on trivia questions. Not the best system in the world, but hey, it's the one we got, it's the one we'll work with. This week we're talking about Nicolas Cage reboots and making games about frying poop with the power of the sun? That's what it says. Here to discuss these important topics are our panelists, starting with Mattshea. He's a gamer, a Canadian, the owner of the two best eyebrows around. Matt, high five, low five, or no five?
Did I freeze? Oh, I'm back. Hi. Hey, did somebody say high five, low five? Bam.
High five, low five, or no five? Pick one.
No five.
All right, you're more of a robot. Cool. Matt, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm from Newfoundland. Don't ever come here. It's a terrible place. And I make the world's greatest gaming videos.
As you can tell by Matt's wonderful internet connection, Newfoundland has the best gigabit speed around.
Look at me.
All right. Next up, hopefully with less... Nice water. With less terrible laggy internet, a Twitcher, a vlogger, enthusiasm enthusiast. It's Strawburry17, a.k.a. Megan, everyone. Megan,
yo, what up, guys?
Pancakes, waffles, or French toast?
French toast, duh. What a stupid question.
Cool. You get more points than Matt. Megan, tell us about yourself.
My favorite color is purple. I wish I was in Japan right now, and that's all you need to know.
Favorite color is purple. You wish you were in Japan. That is Megan in a nutshell, everyone. And lastly, and probably last, known for his video game rap battles and not known for his invention of time travel because he hasn't invented it yet, it's Cam! All right, Cam, did you make your bed this morning or did somebody else make it?
Nobody made it.
So it's not made?
No, of course it's not.
All right.
Just rip
It
off
looks
some
made
blankets
behind you.
There's no blankets.
You know, okay, well, Cam, tell us about yourself before I ask more questions about your bed.
I am Cam. I make rap battles about video games. If you're Jay, you know me as the video game rap battles guy. And I don't make my bed in the morning. Nobody does. Thanks, laugh track.
It'll be here all day.
Though.
For the record, I am not in control
some
of any of these sounds. These sounds are beyond my control.
He has a foot pedal underneath his desk. He's hitting them. It's all him.
Listen, anyone that watches my channel knows I'm not advanced enough to have that. And if I did, I wouldn't know how to use it. All right, so these contestants, these lovely people,
it's the guy down there.
are joining me today.
It's our gods.
Wait, is that Pizza Guy? Is that Pizza Guy? Pizza Pie
Guy.
Okay. He's Pizza Pie Guy. He gets no applause from his own sound effects, just the little bit that Matt gave him. All right, we'll take it. So we're trying to figure out if any of these contestants are robots this week. And basically, we've got this cool little scoring mechanic. We have a scale. Is there a visual for the scale? There it is. Look at that. We have a visual for the scale. Everyone right now is on human. By the end, they'll all probably be single-cell organisms all the way on the left. Megan could possibly be an omnipotent AI. We'll find out. Omnipotent? Omnipotent. I always say that wrong the first time around. Maybe
I
I'm
like omnipotent. It makes me sound like I smell
I think
good
you
or
can say
something.
either way.
omnipotent.
Very omnipotent.
So we have our single-celled organism on the far left. We have reptile, a caveman, or Neanderthal. We have our modern human, which is probably the least advanced of them all. Cyborg, an android, and an omnipotent AI.
Wait, can you make me a lizard?
Sure. Matt, let's move Matt to reptile.
Just go ahead
there.
I want to start at a lizard.
All right. Matt starts at reptile. Cam, you can be a caveman because you don't make your bed. Megan, where do you want to be to start?
Yes.
What's the prettiest one?
The single-celled organism.
That's hot.
There you go. That's pretty good.
Okay. Cam needs to go back one to caveman, and then we are good.
I find it inadequate.
That's not what cavemen
Is that what cavemen sound like?
I don't think so.
What the
That's
heck?
more like Hal. No one knows who Hal is, do you? Well, maybe.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
What's that other
Dave.
epic rap battle channel? You might know who Hal is from that. Never mind. Wreck.
Good one,
Just got
Wade.
so wrecked.
Thank
The
you.
one that you might actually have heard of? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, no, that's pretty harsh. Well, to recover from that burn,
Okay.
To be fair.
game news
Yikes.
quiz. So we're going to break the show down into basically 3 segments here with a scoring round after each one. We're going to have a gaming news quiz where I ask each contestant one quick question. They give me an answer. I tell them they're wrong. We give them points or take away points, whatever I feel like doing, and we move on. The next segment will be Gamify the News, where I give them news stories that they work together to create a game out of. And the final one will be Player versus Pop Culture, where I give them some true and false statements. They have to figure out which one's true among the 3 and which 2 are false.
I thought you were going to say some churros.
Churros?
Churros.
I
You
want
said
churros.
true,
Yeah,
but it's
let's-
you almost said
Churros.
churro.
We just started this, and already like we need a food break. Can we get lunch? Lunch. Almighty soundtrack.
Snack break, please.
Did you guys provide us with a lunch?
Where's Crafty?
All right. Well, I guess let's get this over with so we can go get some food, man.
Yep.
All right,
do
so
it.
let's get warmed up with a rapid fire gaming news quiz. I'm going to ask each of you a question based on this week's gaming news. I'm just going to go in the order that I introduced you most
It
likely
looks
because
fun.
I'm not clever enough to mix it up in my head. So, Matt, you're up first. Are you ready?
Why is it that when you switch to me, my camera freezes? I've been doing fine. I've been good. I've been a good
You
boy.
make the best faces on those freezes, too. The best.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one right there. All right. So, Matt, the University of Utah is offering a varsity esports program starting with which MOBA?
No deal. StarCraft.
It's developed
2.
by Riot Games.
Riotcraft.
I'll give you another hint.
I don't know it. No. I don't.
lol.
League
You
of
really don't
Legend
know?
craft.
Oh.
There you go. League of Legend craft. All right. There's like 4 MOBAs that exist. You had a 25% chance.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We'll just, I don't know, we'll do something to you whenever we score. So Utah is the first Power 5 school to sponsor this type of program, and it hopes to expand to a total of 4 games. Students from the current campus esports group Crimson Gaming, as well as high school recruits, will receive partial scholarships with an eventual goal of over 30 student athletes and coaches. So it's kind of cool that gaming's like, I'm not a skill gamer, so I'll never
Athletes.
provide a scholarship, but some people that are actually good at games can get scholarships for gaming now, which is pretty cool compared to like
That's amazing.
10 years ago. It was like, do your homework, put down the video
Yeah.
games. You know?
Yeah.
And
I
I
was
mean,
like,
Matt, we call
oh,
golfers
free
athletes,
scholarship.
so.
Yeah, I mean, anybody can be an athlete these days. It's not about physical activity. Well, I mean, moving your hand, small motor skills, okay? Just respect these hands.
Anybody can be a professional athlete. All you have to do is be able to move your hands.
Yep.
You
Do
heard
you guys
it
play
first.
League at all? Matt, I'm assuming you don't play League. Does anyone else play League of Legends?
A little bit. I used to. I did like a documentary called Unlocked where I followed LCS last year. It was really awesome. Got to go to, where was it, Germany, I think? And interview the pros. They're so intense. They like eat, breathe, and sleep League of Legends. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'd imagine like, the people that are really good are pretty hardcore at it. I played 3 games total with a friend, and then he's like, you know, you're not really that good at this. We should stop. That was it.
It's
That
such
was
a
my
commitment.
experience.
They're so long. They're like 45-minute games. And once
I
things
know.
start going south, you have to write it out. It's frustrating.
I couldn't make it through the tutorial. It was like really dragged out.
Oh, no.
The tutorial took like 20 minutes. Yeah. All right, Cam. Go back to rapping. I guess you're not a real gamer.
Yeah.
Whoa.
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 I said
Out of
it.
all
I
the
said it.
things.
Shade.
Mm.
All
I'll
right,
get you
Megan,
this
you're up. I'm not
Hit
sure how
me.
to pronounce. Is it Niantic or Niantic? The company Niantic.
Niantic Labs?
hinted this week that they might be bringing co-op to which popular mobile game?
Is this her question? You
This is her
serious?
question.
I had a
could
1 in
they
4
do-
chance.
What does Niantic?
Is it-
what
is it-
game does Niantic?
Is it Pokemon Go?
You got it. Pokemon Go.
But what other game did
Okay.
they do?
Wow.
They did that
So-
that one where you hack things or something.
So with spring arriving, I've got a little bit of a blurb here. With spring arriving in the Northern Hemisphere, players can look forward to all new cooperative social gameplay experiences in Pokemon Go. The company
Oh my
wrote in a
gosh,
blog.
they're talking about trading. They're talking about trading probably. Oh my gosh.
Data miners found lines of code about nearby raids and updated gym features suggesting that the game will give players notifications about raids in their area. It doesn't say anything specific here about trading, but I'm assuming that's a big thing they're going to be working on.
Why are they taking so long? They're ruining this game by just making us wait. And where's
They were
Legendary?
great to begin with.
Do you guys
I'm
still play
upset.
Pokemon Go?
Matt, I still play Pokemon Go. It's great.
I haven't played in so long. I used to be like walk down to the park and just do laps for hours.
It's great.
Yeah, we
You
have
guys
a
should play
park rest
TCG Online too.
The
That's
best
really
thing to
fun.
come from Pokemon Go was the song.
Is this copyrighted?
Probably. I think we're being sued right now, actually.
We're being sued by
Disney
Misha
lawyers.
as we speak. Misha, no!
Yep, that's a big yep. All right, so that's cool though. I've not played it a whole lot recently, but I used to play it like whenever we'd travel. But I've not had a lot of free time during travel. But it's cool that they're finally adding the multiplayer aspect. I guess that's how you trade to get like some of the region locked Pokemon, like the Mr. Mimes and stuff. Unless everyone can just go to Russia. Where's Mr. Mime at? I don't remember. Europe?
Not
England?
America.
Not Russia.
I don't know. You know, Mr. Mime. I don't. Is that my good Russian?
Shutting you
Let's
down
move
right
on.
now, buddy. Just shutting you down.
Mr. Mime. In Soviet Russia.
Cam, you're up. The fifth installment of which RPG and social simulation series moved over 1.5 million copies days after its worldwide release? Hint: it's recent.
Part 5?
Yes.
I'm sorry, describe what it was again?
The fifth installment of which RPG, so it's a role-playing game, and social
Okay.
simulation series moved over 1.5 million copies days after its worldwide release. It's big right now. Like, this is the week that this game is like, I'd never even heard of it before this week, in all honesty.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
I'm out of the loop on a lot of things.
Yeah. Sims? Is there a
sticking.
Sims 5?
No. Thank you. That was less challenging on my throat.
Does anyone have a
Persona
chance to
5.
steal? Ah.
Oh.
Well, I stole it, so I get points.
I didn't
Persona
know that
5.
counted as that
So
type
I
of
don't know a whole lot about this, but everyone that I've seen tweeting about this game has been giving it pretty great reviews. Everyone seems really hyped about it. Let's see. Persona 5 shipped 550,000 copies in Japan, where Megan wants to go, back in October, and has already become the series' fastest-selling game. With strong reviews and increasing interest with each installment, Persona 5 will continue to increase the RPG franchise's reputation. So, Cam obviously hasn't played. Have any of the rest of you guys played Persona 5 or any of the Persona games?
What kind of game is it?
Nope.
Is it like
From
a
my
shooter,
understanding, it's like a Sims-like RPG, but I think it's... I don't know.
It's
I've
kinda
never
like-
played it.
Ooh.
I know the combat style is kind of like the Super Mario RPG with like, you know, like the different buttons, like gun, like you know how like one button is the attack and then one button is the
Yeah,
it's,
like Final
turn
Fantasy or
kind of-
Paper Mario.
Yeah. And my favorite thing to come out of it is the memes right now. Have you seen like any of the memes of like it just shows a random like screenshot of like a person like in a battle stance and has like the Persona logo and like all of the different buttons are coming out of them? I definitely
No.
recommend checking your Twitter feed and you'll know what that is
Okay.
if you see that now.
I'll have to
I
try
just want
it.
to point out, for not knowing the answer, you obviously have a lot of information about this game.
I
Like, just-
didn't know it was
Yeah.
considered like a simulation RPG.
Social
like,
simulation.
yeah, I didn't
Social.
get that.
All right. Well, I mean, I want to
You
check it
lose.
out. I've heard great things about it. A lot of people are going to be streaming it and recording it. I'm sure already are. Other than that game, do you guys play any other RPGs? Do you play The Sims? You play games like that?
I play The Sims a little bit.
I used to play it a lot
Jeez.
more when I was younger.
Yeah, I feel like that's more of like a console type of thing. Like I loved well, Pokemon Sun and Moon just came out. Would that
Yeah.
qualify as like an RPG,
Yeah,
right?
that's,
I
yeah, that's
imagine
totally
so.
an RPG.
Roleplay game. I feel like Final Fantasy is like the
That's definitely
the
an Final
RPG
Fantasy.
Yeah.
game.
I
To
love
build them
like
all.
there's a PlayStation 2 console launch title called Summoner that is still like my favorite RPG I ever played. Maybe because it was the first one I ever played, but it like always a special place in my heart. It's so outdated and terrible now, but
But
I
it's
love
still
it.
good. You got those
Yeah.
classics that I know. Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 2 was the first one I ever played with Cecil, and that one was like people were like, "Oh, Cloud's my favorite from Final Fantasy 7." I'm like, "No, it's all about Cecil, bro. It's all about Cecil."
I
It's
played
funny
this
how like,
random
nostalgia
like
can blind us to like whether a game's actually as good or
Are
not.
good or not?
Yeah. All right. I guess I've got to give you guys points now or something. So Megan got hers right, but hers was probably one of the easier questions. So I'll give Megan a
Yeah, get
point.
wrecked.
I'm a Poke nerd too, so it wasn't fair.
Wait, who said get wrecked? Is that Matt?
I probably went just.
Matt loses a point. Matt's going down. And Cam.
What a bro.
Cam had a lot of information about Persona 5, but didn't realize Persona 5 was the answer, so he'll stand pat. We'll leave him where he's at. He's still a caveman. How's that?
All right.
Hooray
Cool.
for stagnant.
You stagnated, yet you're beating us. So I guess
it's
it works.
not a good place to be.
I fooled
What's
you all.
everyone saying
I
out
wanted
there
to
in
be
the
a single
audience
cell
here?
organism.
Jared Johnson said Rogue Galaxy will always be the favorite RPG, was a PS2 exclusive. I never played Rogue Galaxy.
Ooh, me neither.
Dark Cloud? I don't know anything about Dark Cloud.
I haven't played it, but I've heard of it. Heard it's good.
Some people said
Played
they
a really
never
obscure
States
PS2
too.
game called Dual Hearts, where you ride around in a pig-like thing. I don't know. My
I'm
uncle
gonna
bought it
Dual-
for me. It was weird.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Also,
it's
I
called a
want to go ahead and
Baku.
apologize to everyone. I sound like I'm talking through a tube or something right now, but I'm still getting over an illness. So if I'm coming off as
Oh,
like
you're
dead voice,
doing
that is why.
okay.
You're fine.
I wish I felt as confident about that as you claim I am. You know what, Megan? You get
Yeah.
another point. Thank you. Another point for Megan. Move up to Neanderthal.
Woohoo!
Matt, my goal is just to leave you at single cell organism the entire time.
Bring it on.
Not that I would stack the decks. All right, let's move on to Gamify the News. So in this game, we'll give you a real-life news story that you turn into a pitch for the next great video game. Great being subjective here. You'll be judged on the main character, the gameplay, the plot, the cheat codes or Easter eggs you would include in the title of the game. So gameplay, I'm thinking more like what kind of game is it? So
Okay.
everybody good on that? I'll go over what you guys need to give me if you don't say so. But you're working together, so all three of you get to work together on this. Come up with great
No.
ideas. Okay, well, Matt's alone. The rest of you can work
I don't
Okay.
share points.
You're not getting any points, Matt. There's nothing to worry about. You got nothing to lose here. I
Okay.
can't put you lower than single cell organism unless I literally make you poop. Not
Can I be a virus?
great.
Can I be a virus? They're not even alive, so that's like pretty
Already are, buddy.
rudimentary.
Oh, he's dropping biology on you.
Well,
I'm dropping
Chemistry.
biology like I'm dropping frames over here.
Oh.
wow, that's a lot of
Where's this?
biology.
There it is.
All right, are you guys ready for round one?
Nope.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
Awesome. I'll take
kinda.
that as a yes. Round one. Chicken Run. The New Zealand Postal Service will start delivering KFC to beat mail slump. So New Zealand's kind of having trouble. Their postal service having trouble, I guess, getting business. People are sending less and less letters. So now they're going to start delivering Kentucky Fried Chicken to people.
Wait, for free?
Awesome.
No, not
Well, I'm-
free.
I
How is that
doubt
going to
it's-
help business?
I
Let
don't
me
know.
see. I've got a little
I
blurb here I
love
can
them-
read about it. Huh? Cool. Dead silence. My favorite kind. The New Zealand Postal Service has begun delivering Kentucky Fried Chicken in an effort to combat major revenue losses as the number of people using the Postal Service continue to plummet. A spokesman for the New Zealand Post said the company was grappling with how to survive long term when every week Kiwis sent 1 million fewer letters than the week before. Tauranga is the second New Zealand city to be offered home-delivered KFC, with the company planning to roll out the service across about half of New Zealand. So it's not for free. They're charging people, but it's probably like an Uber Eats type thing where you call and you're like, hey, I want a bucket of chicken delivered to 9716 New Zealand Avenue. And they're like, okay.
You know, mate, give us a bucket of chicken over here. Something like that. You got to at least try and be Australian or New Zealand or whatever.
Shrimp
They all sound
on
the same, right?
bobby.
Yeah, I will try to be more Australian and New Zealand next time, Matt. My mistake. Clearly,
I'll
you're
be
much
like
more cultured
Kiwi.
than I am. Kiwi.
Well, how you can't be that close.
I think
to
it was
eating
Toucan
KFC,
Sam when I
so
hear kiwi. Is
yes.
that weird?
I don't know.
Picture a toucan when I hear the word kiwi.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's
Like,
a little weird.
I
That's
think,
a little
like,
weird.
green.
Is there a kiwi
All
bird?
right, we'll make it into a video game. Chicken being delivered in New Zealand through the postal service. Make me a video game.
All right,
You can
so
collaborate.
kiwi
Nate.
bird.
Okay, we collaborate. I mean, I feel like this should be like Paperboy. You know, bring it back
at
to
first I was
NES.
thinking Paperboy, but that's what everyone's expecting. I was thinking we think a little
Really?
bit outside the box here. Well, everyone's expecting like the Paperboy, like, oh, deliver the yes, GTA.
GTA chicken delivery.
You got to
you
take
have to
out
steal the
all
van first. You don't have money
you
for
gotta-
one. Is
You got to take out all
Wait.
of the competition while delivering the chicken because the postal
you're a
service is
mailman?
plummeting.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a mailman, and you got to take out all of the competition because the competition, like, your thing's
But wait,
plummeting.
who's the competition? Who's that? Who would that be?
Internet providers,
everyone
like,
who's
people-
not Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Take out
And-
those internet providers.
anyone
Okay.
who's contributing to the phasing out of the postal service.
Email.
Anybody with technology, anyone with a cell phone
Yes.
is
That's-
competition.
That's
Yes.
the Gmail. That's what you got to do.
That's
So
what
you're
it is.
just
You
going
have to-
nuclear on everyone.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's like the Google trucks that go past, and you have to stop them before they can deliver the internet.
Wait, I have an idea. Why don't we have like it's more like delivery management simulator where all the trucks delivering things are self-driving and you just need to tell them where to go and put the boxes on and stuff.
Like
Isn't there
Cookie
that
Mama
game where you-
style.
Isn't there that game where you jump from like truck to truck, like that just like very basic game? What if we did that, but like KFC?
Cluster truck, that one.
Yeah. You gotta jump from truck to truck to get to the KFC, like to get the KFC to the person. So you don't have your own truck, you just have the KFC, and you have to like run across like traffic, and so kind of like a
Postal
mix
service
of,
no longer has vehicles. Okay.
yes, because of the budget cuts.
All right, so that's your
I-
gameplay. Who's your main character? You're playing as just a delivery
Colonel
guy?
Sanders.
Colonel Sanders.
New Zealand
Yeah,
Colonel
working for the
Sanders.
New Zealand Postal Service.
New Zealand Colonel Sanders.
Yes.
You're gonna find what 20,
Sanders. You know, the
what
Australian
12
New
herbs and
Zealand.
spices.
How many is it how many herbs and spices are there in the secret
11?
recipe?
Is it
Well,
11
that's
herbs?
the,
and
the
spices?
the secret code is actually the secret recipe. It's an Easter egg that you have to unlock.
Oh,
Okay, that's one of your Easter eggs. All right. What other codes are Easter eggs?
If you put McDonald's sucks, you get invincibility.
Yes.
So they're going to start bashing other. Not only are they competing with the internet, now they're competing with all the other food companies too.
Exactly.
So everyone
That's
is the enemy
added- yeah.
in this game.
Basically, everyone's.
You're
in it.
getting it. You're getting it, buddy.
All right. What? Okay, I'm kind of scared. What's the title of your GTA platforming delivery simulator?
Chicken or die.
Chicken or die?
Fast food.
Too fast.
Colonel's-
Too.
Crazy
Too
cat.
fast.
Too food. Is that the winner? Too fast, too food.
Too fast, too food. Yeah. Okay, we'll go with it.
Too fast, too food. GTA platforming delivery simulator, where you play as the delivery guy. You give me a couple Easter. Any other Easter eggs or cheat codes? What happens when you win?
Mm,
How do you win?
You
You
save
bring
the
by not going out of
economy.
business.
You save the economy, and you keep okay. So just lots of deliveries. Is there like a
Yeah.
special thing when you win?
No.
You can unlock
No,
the
it's
sexy,
The economy's saved.
you can unlock
All right,
the
thanks for
sexy
playing.
Colonel Sanders skin.
Ooh, I like that.
He's like super buff and wearing like a
High
speedo.
heels. Oh, okay. High heels and a speedo.
Sexy.
Yes.
I want that. I want Colonel
Does
Sanders.
anyone out
in
there
high
want to
heels.
see Colonel Sanders in a speedo?
But like
See if
ripped.
the chat
Ripped
is
Colonel
interested in
Sanders.
that
No. Okay.
one. Okay.
Are you
Do we
trying
have a
to
graphic?
reinforce your
Do we have
unrealistic
a
body
graphic
expectations?
Yeah, I
Yep.
want to see our audience expectations. Free food forever. Golden Colonel Sanders. There we go. Too fast, too food. There's our graphic.
That is amazing.
I like it. That's great. The Wolf Demon does not want to see Colonel Sanders. Elna says typing Minecraft. Zahir Zulfikar says no. Iron Ash says nope. Nobody wants to see Colonel Sanders in a Speedo. So that's a great Easter egg.
It worked. I don't know. It worked for Samus, so I figured it worked for Colonel Sanders.
Oh, Polaris wants to see it. So there's one vote. You got Polaris on your side, Cam.
Yeah.
Great Easter egg. Way to
Colonel.
punish your gamers for winning.
Look at this guy.
You won. Now
at him.
puke.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah.
Deserving of all my love.
Here's the
Don't
next
you
one.
wish your chicken was hot like me?
Anything else about Too Fast, Too Food before we move on to the next round?
Everything's upside
Nope.
down.
What?
Because it's Australia, so it's upside down.
Oh.
There
There
you
it
go.
is.
Now we got it.
There we
That's
go.
right, people.
Good. Nice work. Uh-oh. Well, we have more drawing
Oh,
going
what's
on.
this?
I guess we'll
What's
see what else
Oh.
is
Potato?
happening.
Is it? Oh, it's
It's a kiwi.
bird.
Oh, it's an upside.
It looks like a
It's
kiwi
a
bird.
right
to me.
side up kiwi in an upside down world. That hurts my brain. Round 2. If you're ready. CVS will not be charging a man for the food he ate while accidentally locked inside one of their stores at night. Turn this man's story into a video game, but more specifically an open world survival horror game.
Well, is it open world or are you locked in a place?
Sandbox.
It's
Sandbox.
such a big place that's open world, but the place is still your grounds. It's a
So
big
this
Really
is like
big
a
CVS.
Costco-sized CVS, basically.
Yeah, like a double Costco.
Oh.
Double. Wow.
Yeah.
That's like
I get
a
lost.
a
Like
city.
free sample section.
It's an open world
think
survival
can I
horror game
suggest the
inside
title
a
before we
giant
do anything
CVS.
else?
Yes.
Yes,
What's the
please give
title?
us direction.
I want it to be called CV Escape.
Okay. All right. I think that's great. Let's go with that.
Okay. Good.
So I can see we got to think of the enemies here. What type of enemies would you find locked in a CVS at night?
You gotta be
I feel like if
scary.
it's horror-
Scary.
Yes,
I watched
it's a
this
horror.
movie. Have you guys seen Lights Out? Where like things are only hiding in the dark and stuff? Like look like a demon person. I feel like it should be something like that. Like the old employees of future
Oh.
past. That's
I worked at
constant employee.
CVS for 60 years and no pension.
Yep. There you go.
I'm
that's
not,
pretty
I'm not supposed to
terrifying.
contribute. What about like sick customers who came in and were like denied their medication because they didn't have the money or their paperwork? So they're like, they're
Oh,
Oh.
that's real dark. Why would you go
That's like a
there?
common-
it's a
commentary.
horror game.
Maybe you're in
But
there
that's
during a
just
drug raid.
sad.
Somebody broke in to steal all the drugs at the CVS. And you got to hide from these people.
And so, like, what you do is you got to collect your resources. You know, you get your Mars bars and your big bags of chips, and you get all of the Mountain Dew you can, and you like stock up. And then, as you're getting everything, you've got to somehow define because there's no like weapons in CVS. You can't like buy guns, but like the wiffle
to
ball
craft
bats
it.
maybe to like. Yes, you could. You somehow get all of the materials in CVS to craft shotguns. Makes sense.
Melee would have been fine, but sure, shotgun, we're making it.
Yeah, no, I was thinking like the wiffle ball bats for like the kids,
Mhm.
or like I don't know, do they have like any form of like garden equipment at CVS?
Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
do. You can
Yeah.
make some crazy weapons.
This
in
is the
CVS.
world's biggest
you could-
CVS. It can
you
have
could do it.
anything.
Yeah, then it
Oh,
probably
Well,
it's
yeah,
got
it's the world's
shotguns
biggest.
in it.
it'll be in Texas
Yeah,
because
it's a
then
weapons
it'll have every
section.
type of gun.
Texas
Bazooka.
Oh,
CVS.
perfect.
It's just guns
Yeah.
and medicine.
Yeah, that's standard.
Perfect. And like I could think of like all sorts of creative
Trump
ways.
signs.
Like you got like gasoline, like they have the propane, and so like you
Yep.
get the propane, and then like you light a cigarette and you like throw it into the propane and it explodes like half this. Yeah. All right. So the weapon system is figured out.
I'm going to throw an idea for an
Good.
Easter egg, then I'll open up Easter eggs and cheat codes for you. What about an alternate game mode where you're trying to take down the person in the CVS?
I was thinking an alternate game mode. It's kind of like the Slender during the daytime, where it's just like you're just walking through CVS and have to like pick up your medicine and wait in line and all of that. It's just going to CVS.
Just boring, like boredom simulator.
You just wait in line to buy stuff. How is that like Slender?
You're like, well, because
Interesting.
it's just Slender during the daytime. It's like not as intimidating. This is just literally like, instead of like going through all the game modes and stuff, you just gotta wait in line. It's like, all right, so she won.
But if you make eye contact, you start to go crazy, like how when you look at Slender, so you just can't look at people because you're socially awkward.
She wanted the 3 milligram. I want the 5 milligram.
So what other Easter eggs or cheat codes that would actually excite people?
If you drink, if you eat Mentos and drink Diet, is it Diet Coke? Is that what you're supposed to drink with Mentos?
Yeah, Mentos and
Yeah, I think so.
If you do that, you get some kind of explosive Easter egg. I don't know.
Ooh.
That seems like
Could be a weapon.
You could pour like Pop Rocks and Coke down someone's mouth and like their head just explodes.
Or you could put it in your own and just like spit out
Oh yeah.
something.
Like projectile vomit, but with Mentos and Coke. Yeah, you should definitely.
Man, I'm certainly excited to play this one. What was it called? CV Escape?
CV Escape. Though I don't know, are we escaping or are we just staying there all night until someone unlocks the door?
You guys get to design the game. It's up to you.
Escape. All right. Maybe it's like the I mean, I guess is Left 4 Dead technically? No, not Left 4 Dead. What is it? Dead Rising. It's kind of like escaping from the mall, even though you're just waiting for something to happen. It's still kind of like an escape game, like survival/escape. So it's kind of like that type of thing. So the end goal is to escape, but you have to do that by like surviving for a certain amount of time before you can escape. And then the end mission is the escape as he like unlocks the front door.
So just call it One Night at CVS.
One.
Was that a Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yes, because you don't do anything.
I get
I
it.
hate this game.
All right, Megan, make this game good. What can we do to salvage this game?
Okay, listen. So at night, what ends up happening is the CVS is like a secret speakeasy bar, but they're closed on that night that the person gets locked into it. But he finds the switch, and all of the aisles turn into something like Rainbow Road, and they light up. And then he gets like a big wheel from the kids department, and he's riding around and he's collecting things, and it's just basically like Mario Kart, and he's having the best night of his life. Kind of like the movie Blank Check. He's just going ham, eating everything, opening all the toys. There's a Pokemon card box. He's getting all of the secret rares. He's just having the best time of his life, and he knows CVS isn't going to charge him for that because he's just surviving, you know? He just survived.
And then the end is you figure out that they only don't charge you for the food, and you have like $2,000 worth of toys you have to pay for.
No, that's horrible.
What if the point is to enjoy yourself but hide the evidence that you did so they can't charge you because they don't know that you took the food? Like, why don't you just eat the stuff in like the back of the you know, the aisle or something?
Inventory?
Where nobody's gonna know. Sure, I don't know. Just did the guy come out of the store and be like, "Hey, thanks for locking me in all night. By the way, I ate those pizzas," or what?
I'm enjoying the conflict here, trying to make this game like more complicated. It was
How
like
do
from
we get
Ferris
this
Bueller's
to
Day
work?
Off. Now it's like a stealth game. Eat the potato
now it's
chips
like
tonight
Mario Kart.
in front of the manager.
It went from Left 4 Dead to Mario Kart to Metal Gear.
Stealth.
Well, our game is some mixture of that. Is anybody
Yes.
out there going to play this game?
We have the kart racing as as one of the Easter egg mini games of the Left 4 Dead style game.
Oh, here we go. CV Escape. Your prescription can't be filled.
Ooh, scary.
I like the trach. The wiffle ball bat there. Some like Coke bottles on his chest.
Yeah.
That's a little cap.
Yeah.
That's the Mentos as well. You got to put that in there. Put some Mentos.
This is
in there.
weapon.
So this version, the CV Escape had like crafting too, right? There was like a crafting.
Yeah. You could make your own weapons. Like I'm sure if you had I don't know if they sold like screws or nails or something, you could put that into the wiffle ball bat to make it more effective, do more damage.
Is
And
that
the
a
trike
tricycle?
There could be
Thumbtacks?
Megan's idea of like the Mario Kart type game where maybe
No, it
like,
should be
people
a
break in
mobility
steal
scooter.
stuff, and you're like racing against them, and you'll have to like throw stuff on the ground to stop them from getting something. The money in the cash register, you're
Genius.
protecting it for the people. There you go. I'm salvaging this somehow.
Okay, so it's a night guard who got locked in. He was like finishing up a shift, but then he had to attend to something, and now he's defending the CVS because he's locked in.
From animatronic customers.
Oh, it's Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's what. As soon as you said night guard, that was the first thing I thought you were going to.
Hello. You got locked in a
Hello.
CVS. You just gotta stay there until 5 a.m.
There's people outside like watching this happen. They're just like, well, we can't do anything about it, so I guess we'll just watch. Hello. All right. Is anyone gonna play? No was one person's answer. Ruby Fire 23 would buy it. Wolf Demon says maybe. Old School Gamer would then refund it. They just want the cards on Steam. At least they're honest, I guess. Polaris wouldn't even play this one, so we're up a creek on this. I know.
Boy.
It's okay though. We have one more round for you guys to salvage this and make a great game. The first one went pretty well. The second one was kind of an amalgamation of different ideas. Can our three panelists... Where am I looking? I'm going to look over here for no apparent reason. Can our three panelists come together to make one great game in our final round? Let's find out. That was dramatic.
Wait, do we get points for this round?
No,
I'm not giving you points for any of them. I'm going to give you guys all points at the end of this. Well, you know what? Sure, why not? We'll do points for the first two rounds. So, all right. The first game. What was the title of the first game?
Too fast, too food.
Too fast, too food. Megan gets 2 points for the title.
Yes.
Matt gets 3 points for going against the grain and creating his own experience counter to the other two working together.
Yes.
Let's see.
That makes sense.
Second round, I'm going to give Cam 2 points for the second round because, Cam deserves points too. And
Pity points.
audience out there, you can see our current standings. Does anyone need to be adjusted, audience? Let's get some audience input here. Right now we have Matt as a human, and we have, pardon me, we have Megan and Cam sitting at, I think, Cyborg? Organic and biomechatronic, superhuman abilities. Not affiliated with DC Comics. Okay. So, yes. Okay. Jade Wolf says yes. We need some adjusting. Matt came up with a name for round 2. So, I guess Matt gets another point. Let's move Matt up a point.
Sure.
Wolf Demon says Matt should go back to single-cell organism. So, I guess, Ooh. Yeah,
there
I guess Matt's back to single-cell organism.
There he goes.
Matt, you were tied for the lead for like all of 2 seconds there.
Hey,
How'd
Wolf
you mess
Demon,
that up,
you
Matt?
suck.
Everyone says Matt needs to be a single-cell organism, so...
well, I'm gonna...
There we go.
Just gonna...
That's apparently the only score people care about, Matt, is they want you at the bottom of the basin. They say Megan's fine.
Do it for
Yeah, because you know I'm
Megan
gonna
is
win either
ghost in
way.
the shell. Megan, you're ghost in the shell. That's what the NZ Jester said.
The anime version.
I win. You guys can't declare me a winner. Yeah, that's a surprise twist at the end. Cam, is Cam okay, guys? Cam okay out there? Make a poop section? Is that for Matt or is that for Cam?
Hey, poop is more than a single-cell organism. You know how much bacteria is in there? Get out of here.
Hey, you can't talk. You've not developed that skill yet. Keep evolving over there, Mattshea.
That better?
Megan needs to go up 2. Move Megan all the way to omnipotent AI for the time being. Don't worry, all of this scoring will mean nothing in the end because I'll pick the winner.
Okay.
But for now, you can feel like there we go. All right. Cam goes down. Cam, you're a human. Cam goes down 1. So we have the full range of spectrum right now. We have Cam
intense.
right in the center. Matt's a single-cell organism. Megan's omnipotent AI. Let's see where everyone's at after round 3. So, round 3 is a little special here. We're going to have 2 stories that you guys are making into one game. So I'm going to read 2 stories that you guys can somehow ruin it and make it really sad.
Yeah, you promised Nicolas Cage, so I've been waiting.
That's probably player versus pop culture, if I had to guess. That'll be the next segment. Just calm down there, omnipotent AI. You're not supposed to know everything.
Sorry.
Man, too smart for me. Where am I at on the scale right now? I'm an android.
0.
I'm an android. Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and take way down a point for that one.
Oh.
Fine. I'm a human too. I'll take it. Cam is on human self. Well, you are human. Never mind. Cam and his human self. Whatever. So here's your 2 stories. Make me the best video game you guys can. Story
Okay.
1. Man shatters world record, devours 255 marshmallow peeps in 5 minutes.
Sorry.
Yeah. I guess that'd be your reaction after eating 255 peeps in 5 minutes. That's insane.
Okay.
That'll be
That's
a death gargle.
Peeps.
Death gargle.
That's like, what, over 50 per minute? Right? That's, I'm doing that math correctly? 51
1 per
minute?
second. That's about 1. That's about good. That's good.
Story 2. A University of Colorado professor has developed a toilet that harnesses heat from the sun to scorch and disinfect human waste. Oh, thank you for that sound effect.
Oh,
Uh,
no.
okay.
I see how these stories are linked.
It's pretty obvious at
Well,
this point.
Make me a game that isn't rated too highly adult. Good luck.
I feel like the peeps should be the origin story of the character to whatever happens with the toilet. Because like the peeps is like he becomes Captain Peep or something like that. Like he eats so many marshmallows he becomes one, and so he has like these powers.
So your main character is the Marshmallow Man as a chicken.
Yes.
Okay.
Why don't we each develop our own story for this, and you pick the winner, and then they get like lots of points? Because I don't want to work with these guys.
Matt going rogue again.
I thought we were a community, man.
Look,
Matt, is
I
there
am a
independent?
single-celled organism, and I don't understand human emotion. Get out of here.
All right. Do you guys have any opposition to creating your own game?
Fine. I'll
Cam,
create
Megan,
my
do you guys want to
own
work
game.
together and just leave Matt on his own?
I mean, we're not leaving Matt on his own. Matt is a little extra all in himself. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew that
Yeah.
going in. That's why he's a single cell. All right,
Yeah.
so Matt, you're Mr. Brazen. Your ideas are too good to share with the class. So tell us, Matt, what is your game?
It's called Revenge of the Peeps.
Mm.
So it starts off with you have to eat. It's like a eating simulator. Can it be whatever? Like, is there any guidelines for the game this time?
Could be whatever you want it to be.
It's virtual reality. You got to eat the
All
peeps.
right.
Okay, you got to do it as fast as you can. You got to get all those. Was it 250 or something? A whole lot of peeps. You got to eat a whole lot of peeps.
255
Okay?
in 5 minutes was the record.
Yeah, except the peeps are alive. They still taste like marshmallows, but they are alive. Okay, and you have to catch them, and then you have to eat them. But then when you go to take a dump later, they come back to haunt you, and that's why you have a toilet that scorches and disinfects the peeps. But you have to operate it yourself, and it's very complicated. And you have to hack into it, and then you murder the peeps before they murder you for eating them after they come out of your butt.
What's the title of your game, Matt?
It's Revenge of the Peeps. It's called Revenge of the Peeps.
Revenge of the Peeps, that's right. Okay, any cheat codes or Easter eggs? Can't wait to hear this one.
Yep. Let's see. Okay. No, none of that. It's VR. You can't do cheat codes in VR, says I.
Okay. And somebody in the audience, let me see if I can scroll back up. They won the... Oh, actually, I just misread it. But I'm going to give Joshua Hernandez credit anyway. He said Rest in Peace, Peeps. But I think Rest in Peeps, great game title.
Rest in
Josh,
Peeps.
get credit for that. Rest in Peeps.
That's a good one, too. Wow.
It's
Can I
pretty good.
switch it? Can I switch out?
Nope, too late.
Can I, like,
You can't
phone a
steal
friend?
Josh's idea.
Well, okay, no cheat codes, but there are some Easter eggs. Because you're
Okay.
in your kitchen or whatever eating the peeps, you know. You can use like a knife to cut them in half, and like there's a few little props around the kitchen that you can use, and then you can open the cupboard and hey, there's a frying pan, wham, and you whap the peeps.
So you're killing
you can eat
baby
them.
chickens, eating them, and then fighting off their ghosts. That's your game.
What marshmallow baby chickens? I mean,
Marshmallow babies. Okay. Marshmallow
Yeah, I
babies.
mean it's okay if they're that.
Our virtual reality experience. And one more time, the title of your game?
Rest in peeps.
No, that was not the title of your game.
Well, it's a Revenge of the Peeps then. Okay, fine.
Okay, Revenge of the
Look at
Peeps.
this.
You can't
Look,
steal
see?
ideas here.
Okay, I produced the best artwork so far with my idea. Like, come on, look at that. Look at what is that? What are you making?
Well, we don't know. We'll have to see what kind of artwork they make for Megan and Cam's video game. I think that's a ghost peep.
Oh, that's the dead. Yeah, it's a ghost.
Oh, that's the ghost.
Draw a toilet.
All right.
Put a toilet in there.
While our artist works on the haunting ghost peeps that have come back out of the toilet to haunt, Megan and Cam, are you guys working together or separate? What's your game or games?
I say we split up for this one. We go individually and see who is truly the champion here.
One of you didn't have an idea, and that's not going to go well.
Maybe I did have an idea, Matt. So maybe you should just
shut your face. You stole it for yourself, and now Megan has to go alone with nothing. Good luck.
Yes, because we've been communicating telepathically while you were giving your speech.
All right, Cam, what's your great idea?
Okay, my great idea, it plays kind of like, like any form of current open world sandbox-ish type of game, or, like Watch Dogs, Grand Theft Auto, anything like that. It's called Captain Peeps, and the man eats so many peeps that he starts absorbing the powers of marshmallows. And so he's like kind of invulnerable, like bullets, kind of like, he absorbs them and stuff like that. And but if he, the thing is, if he gets too hot, like he melts. And so you got to stay in the shade. Like you can go out into the street to fight crime, but you have a limited amount of time. That's the thing. Like you have to beat the opponent. The opponent can't really necessarily defeat you, but you have a limited time to do everything. So you have to get back into the shade so you don't melt and restore your health. And so where the toilet comes in is this man really hates Captain Peeps and thinks that he's kind of like a vigilante ruining the city. And so he builds a giant android shaped like a toilet that can disintegrate and like using the sun's energy vaporize Captain Peeps if he puts him into the giant toilet. So he makes like a giant robot that can pick him up and drop him into the toilet. And so that's what the final boss is. And you have to stop all of his goons throughout the game. The Easter eggs are literal Easter eggs because it's Peeps, it's Easter. And so thanks God. What the Easter eggs unlock are new powers relating to marshmallows. So he has like a sprinkle beam. He has like he can actually shoot heat energy out, but that it can melt your foes, but it also contributes to your melting. So it's like a double-edged sword. So it's a strong attack, but it'll melt you. And then he also has like a chocolate-coated armor, so he has like an extra layer of melting. So like he can go through like 2 health bars instead.
Okay. What's the title?
It's Captain
of your game?
Peeps. It's Captain Peeps.
Captain Peeps. Captain Peeps, everyone. Anyone gonna buy Captain Peeps out there?
No.
You saying no for them?
Saying no for me.
While we wait on those answers, Megan, everyone abandoned you to make your own game because they were so sold on their own ideas that they thought they had it all figured out.
Yeah,
so,
it's okay.
Oh, people are going to buy Captain Peeps. It looks like they're going to buy it. Megan, what is your game?
It's an app game. So, did you ever play the game Two Brothers? It was like one where you had to control one brother with
a tale
like
of 2 sons.
Yeah,
Two brothers, and they're running away.
4 brothers.
But they basically they each do something different. So this is an app game where it's kind of like Paper IO or like
you should present
Snake.
this in the style of Rick and Morty. 2 brothers, and then it's in the style of a thing, and then they do stuff together,
and it's real great. Well,
Old
we finished
women
my
are coming.
game thing. Okay, then like the guy is like he's like the snake thing, so he goes and he eats all the peeps. But then at the bottom of the screen, there's like the radioactive crazy toilet, and once he eats a peep, he just poops out one of the like. He just poops, and then you have to just catch it with the toilet at the bottom of the screen. Very simple, but you got to be your mind has to be in 2 places at once. You're like, okay, I got to get the
game
peep.
Catch a Poop.
So it's like Pong almost,
game?
but instead of bouncing, you've got to catch it.
Yeah, basically.
You gotta
You gotta eat the peeps that are on the map, but then at the bottom you gotta collect the poops. It's called
Eat the peeps, collect the poops.
Yeah.
What's the title of the game?
Peeper Poops.
Peeper
But-
poops.
Peeper poops. Great noises there.
Thanks, pizza
Any
guy.
cheat codes or Easter eggs?
No, it's pretty basic.
It's a mobile app, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I just need to get it out there.
Matt,
to
is
make
that
some
funny to
money.
you? Do you
Wait,
not like mobile apps,
Mike-
Matt?
No, I think it's. I'm just wondering, is there any microtransactions?
That's what I was kind of thinking. Maybe like poops can be different colors. You know, you can buy like
Yeah, they get
different
like
types of
skins for your poops. And
Cosmetics,
Yeah.
yeah, for your poops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cosmetics.
Oh, it's always
stuff.
cosmetic.
You buy those in game.
500 gems,
Hey, it's
$12.99,
game
best
shipping
value.
free, says Zuhair. Peepa Poop. Let's see. That game's weird as hell, says Elijah Lugo.
Peter Piper picked a pack of.
Jade
pooper
Wolf wants to
peeps.
buy your game right now, Megan.
Yes.
All right, so
Only him.
yeah, if you got artwork, by all means, let's see it. Do we have one for Cam's game and Megan's game, or Cam's coming up? All right.
Yes, that's exactly how I
Peeps.
envisioned it.
Oh, I get it. That's cool.
Be-
That's cool.
It reminds me of like Captain Underpants.
That's a
Like
pretty
that.
good robot
Villain.
toilet.
Captain, you could have called
like
it
that.
Captain Underpeeps.
Captain Underpeeps.
I can't believe they're making an actual Captain Underpants movie after all these years.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's Megan's
been a
game.
while. Oh,
Nice
yeah.
Gerald.
That's great.
Peeper pooper.
Peeper pooper.
Hmm.
Very simple. Very simple game.
I like how the poops are still peeps.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to buy that. That's a microtransaction if you want them to be different colors.
Peeper pooper.
Rainbow poop.
Can you get like
All
a
right,
spark-
audience,
uh,
whose game
color?
is winning right now, audience? You guys let us know. And in the meantime, would any of you guys buy anyone else's game that you've heard discussed here?
I feel like is Peeper Pooper like a free to download app and then you just got to pay for the extra stuff, or is it like a 99-cent game? I
It's
feel like
free.
if I feel like if I saw it on the App Store, I'd be like, all right, cool, this is something to do on the airplane for a little while, like, or on the car
Right?
rides, and yeah, I could see that as a fun little casual way to kill some time.
All right, anyone else?
Matt's game, no.
My game is being ported to what is it? The the mobile phone VR headsets.
Google
Oh,
Cardboard.
Sure.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I would
I'm gonna
try
port
that
it over
out.
there.
I would try Matt's game.
We have a
Thank you.
lot of Captain Peep and Megan's game being said here. Matt, remind us about your game real quick in case people have forgotten.
It's called Revenge of the Peeps, and it's a virtual reality game where you catch peeps that are alive, and then you eat them. They taste like marshmallows, and you can use kitchen utensils to help you in your adventures. And then you go to the bathroom and you poop them out, and then you kill them again because they
VR
come
might
back
be
to
a
life.
harder sell because not many people have VR. That's a hard thing for people to get. Maybe that's why.
Well, whatever. I'm just gonna sit here frozen.
All right, we've got a pretty big
Two people can
split
play
here
at that.
between Megan and Cam. So I'm going to give 4 points to Matt,
Thank you.
and that's it. No more points. That's all the points for this round.
That is what is known
Ooh.
as pity.
Ooh.
I only had 4 points to give this round. I accidentally gave
Dude.
them all away right there. So there's nothing else I can
I
do.
was an android before some James Wolfe guy or something decided that I had to go back to a single-celled organism. So don't with me today, you.
He'll turn this car around, okay?
Don't make
Sorry.
me turn this Skype call around.
I'm
Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize you were
Okay.
running the show here, Matt. I think that'll cost you 1 point. And let's give that point to Cam.
Ooh.
There we go.
Thank you.
I feel
Master.
better. Nice.
Thank you.
So that was Gamify the News. We are now down to our last 3 rounds. We have player versus pop culture. Fake news is a big problem today, so here's more of it. That's what it
Fake
says.
news.
I'm just going with what it
Good.
says. And
Good.
play what?
Who wrote
Excuse me,
this?
who?
Trump? What's happening?
It's fake.
Fake news.
Believe me.
Gonna be fake.
Created by Russia.
What that
Created by
was.
Russia.
I'm just doing like.
Believe
And
me.
player versus pop
Fake
culture will give you
news.
3 stories. Not 1, not 2, but 3. One of them is true. The other 2 are made up by a sociopath we hired. By we, they mean Polaris. I am not involved in the hiring process here, just so you know. I didn't even elect to have these panelists. They were forced upon me today.
Wow, way to call them out.
The host was forced on me as
wow.
well. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's true, yeah. I'm probably the worst, but you guys are stuck with me, so I give out the points, so I'm allowed to be disappointed. You guys can't be disappointed until after you pick a winner. I'm going to Porky Pig it and stutter. Find the true story, win some meaningless internet points. That's all, folks. Are you guys ready for round one?
No. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I want you guys to be miserable
Yes,
and
I
not
am.
having a good time at all. That is my goal.
Let's go.
Let's get right into the fake news.
Can we take a point away from Matt?
Yeah. Also, there's a hair in my mouth. I got it, though. Round one, subject, fraudulent film. Take a point away from Matt, by the way. We got to do that. Sequels, prequels, adaptations, and reboots. If you have a movie script that's not being sold, first make it a TV show, then Hollywood is guaranteed to buy it. Which of these stories about upcoming movie franchises is real, and which ones have glaring plot holes? In other words, which one's real, which ones are fake? It's kind of in the name of the game here. We've already got it.
Okay, got it.
All right, so here's the first story. A prequel to Casablanca is in the works. Ryan Gosling's name has been attached to the script. Story 2. Michael Bay reveals plans for 14 more Transformers movies. Story 3. Universal Studios announced this week an animated cinematic universe based on cereal monsters including Count Chocula and Frankenberry.
I would watch that.
Yeah. Toucan Sam, which wouldn't probably be...
I mean,
whatever.
I love those characters. I would watch that.
Is that the one you think is true? This is... You guys can each work together or each give your own opinions here. It's up to
I think
you.
the
I
Michael
feel
Bay
like-
one's true. It sounds so
Michael Bay one's
ridiculous
true.
and dumb. It has to be true.
14 is such a ridiculous number, though, in my opinion, for movies that you're announcing to the fact where Michael Bay
Plans.
will be
Just plans.
retired and nearly dead by the time 14 more movies come out. That's so far in
So which
advance.
one do you think is true, Cam?
That's 30 years of planning right there. The one I mean, in my opinion, I think with Lego Movie and everything, I think the Serial movie makes the most sense because I feel like I would have heard if something like Casablanca was getting a prequel.
You're a big Casablanca fan. You have their
I
Twitter and
guess
everything.
he's
You
on
know-
the mailing list.
But Casablanca is one of the most iconic films of all time. I'm a film student. I go to film school. That's where I am right now. So I feel like I would have heard about Casablanca.
Oh, we got a film school guy here. He knows everything about
Look at this
Casablanca.
nerd
All right.
over here.
Now, if it is, then you have every right to rub it in my face.
Okay, so Cam thinks it's Universal Studios and the serials. Megan, you think it's the Michael Bay movie one?
Yeah.
And Matt, which one do you think is true?
I think it's Michael Bay as well.
Okay. So 2 for Michael Bay, 1 for the serials. The true one is that Michael Bay reveals plans for 14 more Transformers movies.
No way!
Told you.
That's 30 years of planning. How old is the dude?
Nah.
40? The dude's in his mid-30s right now. He'll be late into his 60s by the time he's done with this.
Michael
Is
Bay's
like
only
Shia
in his
LaBeouf
mid-
going to be the
worry about-
actor in all of them?
Yeah, he doesn't have to worry
Shia
about
LaBeouf
work.
hasn't been in it since...
Well, I've not watched it since number 2, I guess, so I'm a little out of... How many of them have come out now?
6.
7.
Maybe this is the 6th one.
Really? There's that many? Okay, I'm a little out of the loop then. Don't mind me. I'll take a point away from
maybe
myself.
It's the 5th.
So let's see. Starting with a Bumblebee solo movie next year, Paramount has plans to add a total of 14 Transformers movies to the franchise, which has already brought them a whopping $3.77 billion worldwide.
That's my dog. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Can you
That
hear
was a
that?
lot.
He's
I've
just
got a
very
meowy cat.
excited about the Michael Bay information. Yeah,
Gonna
me
have
too,
quiet
bro.
night.
Really big
I
Transformers
have
fan.
2 dogs, 3 cats, and a rabbit, and none of them are making noise right now. 1 point for me.
They're not hyped about Michael Bay. I get it. Not a big fan.
Matt, you keep giving yourself points, which just makes me want to take them away.
No, I keep taking away points from myself by saying stupid things. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
well, in that case, I want
And,
to take even more.
and in the frozen faces, they don't help. Look at me. Wow.
You've got some great frozen faces, though.
Thank you.
All right, round 2. We're running a little out of time here, so we're going to go a little bit quicker here. Round 2.
Speed
1
round.
star. With the advent of reviewing businesses online, customers now know where they can best spend their money, but are also still super snobby. Which story about a bad review is certified fresh? And which ones are not currently recommended by the Yelp team? So our first story. Staff at a hotel saved a man's life, but still received a negative review on Yelp. Story 2. A woman in Ohio, yeah, that's my state, gave her stylist a 1-star review after receiving an accidental buzz cut. Story 3. A food critic in Florida was able to get free food for a month by threatening restaurants with bad reviews.
The last one.
What was the first one more time?
Staff at a hotel saved a man's life but still received a negative review. Story 2 was a woman giving her stylist a 1-star review after getting a buzz cut. Story 3 is the food critic in Florida got free food for a month by threatening bad reviews.
I've heard so many stories of accidental buzz cuts that like I'm already leaning towards that one. Like my lit off the top and like zzz.
I'm gonna go with the first one.
I'll go 2. I'll go 2.
I'll go the last one.
One for each. All right. The true one is number 1. The staff at a hotel saved a man's life but still received a negative review. Shocking. I got a little bit more information here. A fast-thinking bartender leapt to the aid of a woman having a heart attack while attending a wedding at the hotel. He performed CPR until an ambulance arrived and took her to the hospital where she is in stable condition. But one of the wedding guests still complained that he had to pay for his breakfast and left a scathing review on TripAdvisor. And I quote, "She died twice during the ordeal," said Peter Dodman, the hotel's co-owner. "What do we have to do to get a good review?" So because the guy had to pay
I think
for
the
his
bartender
breakfast,
should have just got a good tip. Hotel didn't do nothing.
Can you imagine like someone nearly dying and then like staff saving their life and you're like, well, I should get my food free because they almost choked to death. And since you're not, you get a 1-star review. Like, what? That's insane.
Trump's America, people.
Let's get political. Everyone loves politics. Everyone.
Yeah, let's
Movie
not do
You
that.
guys love it. Oh. I was wrong. Never mind. America. No sound
Ding.
effect for that one. All right.
Should have been
Have you
Bernie.
guys ever left bad reviews at like a restaurant? I've
something in
never
my
left a
throat
bad
is-
review on anything. Like I'm usually a pretty good tipper unless like my person is really like intentionally being terrible. But I've never left a bad review. Have you guys ever done that?
I wrote them out, but then I've never pressed send because at the end I read it. I'm just like, ugh, I hate myself.
I sound
hate
so
them.
horrible. Is there
I
a
have,
third
like,
one, or did I
I've, like,
win
tweeted
all
at
of
a
them?
company like, is it subtweeting if you like, man, I can't believe at BB Darlings is so terrible. Blah, blah. Like, have you guys ever done that where you've like just had a terrible
Subtweeting is when you say,
I have-
"Wow,
I
some
have
people really
figured it out.
suck, and I hate them, and they're not
Well, I
my
guess
friend anymore."
I've ripped
but you
apart
don't.
a company on
I did do
our
a negative
cat
review of
surgery.
Uber.
Company was not doing a good job taking care of our cat, so I kind of like ripped them apart on Twitter, and then they contacted me like, "We've never seen so much of this and that," and they reached out and like tried to take care of us and stuff. But like we were in the emergency room for like 3 hours, and they would not see our cat, and I was so angry.
Yeah.
I had a situation with Uber where I did a complaint to get a free ride because I did like whatever the Uber pool, and they said like the ride would be about an hour, so I booked I had 2 trains planned out. One around the time they said I'd arrive, and one 45 minutes later in case the Uber was a little bit late. I missed both of those trains.
Ooh,
They said 1 hour. It was a 2.5 hour ride, and I missed both the trains. So
wow.
yeah.
Wow.
I'm usually not brazen enough. I'm usually like the Megan route where I'll start to do something that's like my senses come to me right before I do it. I'm like, yeah, this is not a good idea. I don't want to do this.
You have to. Well, I mean, as a creator, you have to be careful because like you want to represent brands, and like you burn one of them, I mean, you're burning bridges. You just have to be careful. But I mean, some people have.
No one wants to work with someone who is like, they might rip
that was
apart.
Yeah, I mean, they see that and they're
I've
like,
never
gosh,
done the
she's a loose
go
cannon.
tweeting it. I've never done like tweeting it live to like all my followers. Hey, Uber, give me a free ride. I just like literally did the submission form. Like I didn't use like a following to get a free refund.
The only reason I ever did it was because I was emotional about our poor cat.
No, I completely get that.
All right, well, let's move on to round 3 here. Con hair. Instead of con air, con hair. It's a pun. I didn't even make that one up. It was in the script. Don't judge me for it. Star of stage, screen and screaming at birds. Ready for it, Megan? Nicolas Cage is one of Hollywood's finest actors for being an insane person. Which story about Nick Cage is real, and which ones are in development at Lionsgate? All right, so first story. Nicolas Cage turned down the lead role in There Will Be Blood to instead star in Ghost Rider. Story 2. Nicolas Cage owns a functioning submarine. Story 3. The Cage, an immersive VR experience that puts you in a cage and forces you to watch Nicolas Cage movies, is in the works.
Number 3.
Submarine.
I'm gonna go with the first one.
All right.
I don't remember
So-
the years that they came out, but
Cam
that
says
sounds like-
that Nick Cage turned down the lead role in There Will Be Blood to instead star in Ghost Rider. Matt, you said Nick Cage owns a submarine.
Yeah.
And Megan believes in the immersive VR Cage experience, which is true. Megan is right.
Yes. Sounds like something the internet would do, so.
The torturous
Yeah, it
ode to the
does.
face-off and National Treasure star was created by Mike Latcher, a writer and developer, and Chris Baker, who defines himself as a maker of, quote, things on the internet that people like to talk about. They hope that the use of virtual reality will, and I quote again, give the world a whole new appreciation of Nicolas Cage's work. Are you
Cool.
guys fans of Nick Cage? Do you guys enjoy Nick Cage's
I love
movies?
Nicolas Cage.
Oh,
Face Off was one of my favorite
guys-
movies for a very long time. I
Oh,
love
so
Face
good.
Off.
Face Off was great. Incredible.
I'm in the dorm, and like each floor has a theme. So like we have like a picture below our name, and ours is all Nick Cage movies. If you walk down our hallway, every door has 2 Nick Cage movies on it.
That is an
That's
awesome
awesome.
coincidence.
Yes.
All
I have,
right, so
Wicker Man.
audience, go ahead, start giving us votes on who our winner is. Who do you think? Well, I guess I shouldn't say winner. How's our scale look, audience? Where do each of our contestants rank? Can we bring the scale back up? Oh, there we got some bees. Oh,
not the
God.
bees. Oh, not the
Ned.
bees.
I need the
Declaration of Independence. Are you gonna write that out, dude?
nice. Good
Come on,
old
pizza
Nick
guy.
Cage.
You're failing.
All right. Lots of things saying Megan wins. Green Man just says Matt. Megan's number one. Everyone here's a Megan fan.
Oh, guys.
So what does it mean to
Thanks.
win? Does that mean? So where's Cam rank? Is Cam a single cell organism, a human, a mandroid, a robot? Are you really a winner if you're a robot, or are you more of a winner if you are human?
I'm going to live forever.
So you're gonna be the omnipotent
that-
AI. You want to be?
But what's
all-knowing.
the ethics of that? Is that a
Hope
good
you get caught in a thunderstorm.
Oh, is it like that Robin Williams movie? What is it, AI? No. What's the one?
Yes,
That
Robin
one's
Williams
sad.
was in AI.
That one's sad. Flubber.
Flubber.
Flubber. Do you know Jumanji, that Robin Williams movie?
Yeah. Mrs. Doubtfire.
All right, people are saying Matt moves up. Matt's up to Android. Cam moves up. Megan stays omnipotent AI.
Ooh.
And so everyone in the audience says Megan wins, and Matt should
Yay.
either move up or still be a single cell organism. Therefore, our winner is Cam.
Just bring me
Cam,
back
you're our
down
winner.
to single cell, please. If I'm gonna be last, I might as well
Yay!
be dead last.
All right, Matt's back to single cell organism. Cam has a little bit of humanity left, so Cam's our winner. Megan is all knowing and super powerful. So Matt gets to be what Matt is, single cell organism. Cam, you get to you guys each give us a little outro. Tell us something about yourselves. Watch people here go check you out. We'll start with Matt. We'll go in the order that we introduced you guys. Matt, go ahead.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Matt, and I like to freeze sometimes. Oh, just kidding. This weekend, the weekend that just passed on Saturday, I uploaded a video of The Sims 4 where I ate a baby. So check that out if you like eating babies.
Who does it?
Who's clapping for eating babies?
Bye.
All of Polaris is. Megan, tell us about you.
Let's see. I upload Minecraft videos. Not very good. And I do Japanese poppin' cooking kits, and today I'm uploading a Bean Boozled video. So you want to see me
Ooh.
puke on camera?
That's so great and
that's going to be
terrible.
in your sub boxes.
Rotten egg is the worst.
It was so. Oh
And-
my god, dead fish was really bad.
Oh, dead fish.
Cam, last but not least, because I technically made you the winner, tell us about Cam.
I'm Cam. I make a series called Video Game Rap Battles where I put 2 video game characters and make them battle rap. I do them every other Friday now. And you can go ahead and subscribe this Friday in a few days. I have a rap battle involving Bendy and the Ink Machine, which I'm very excited to release. And apparently I am mostly robot now, so
Farewell, puny mortals.
All right, everybody. So we have Mattshea, Strawburry17, Video Game Rap Battles. Check them out. They're awesome. They're great people. Round of applause for our contestants, Polaris.
Go me. Yeah, I'm amazing. Woo!
And Frozen. I'm Wade.
I like to freeze.
LordMinion777. I just play games. Don't worry about it. Don't check it out. Don't go there. It's bad. Thank you all so much. Thank you, contestants, for being here. Thank you, guys, audience, for being here and helping us out. I hope that we have determined whether or not our contestants were truly robots. Again, not a great system, but maybe we know something more now. Megan wants to go to Japan, though. We know that about our omnipotent AI. Japan's where it's at.
Yeah.
Technological headquarters of the world. So stay tuned for more Are You a Robot next week, same time, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific on Wednesday, where we'll probably have some new contestants to figure out how they rank on our robot scale. Again, thank you guys, thank you Matt, thank you Megan, thank you Cam for being a part of this, and I will see you all
Wade.
next
You're
week.
a great host. I love you.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys want to shower me with praise, I'll give you a moment before we leave.
Wade, you're a good person
Your
and an
beard
average host.
is beautiful. You have
Thank
a
you.
great
At least I've got
style.
hair somewhere on my head.
You're kind. I bet you smell nice.
Bye, everyone.
Wade, I've seen your videos.
9 Điều nước ở Vinamap 5